Hey, it's Clay. How you guys doing? I wanted to do another guitar lesson. This time I want to talk about bending and something that you can do to kind of, bring a little bit more spice and salsa to your bends. And this is something that I picked up from Stevie Ray Vaughan, his live at El Macambo performance of Texas Flood, one of the defining musical performances in my life. I love that song. But and I also actually was just recently doing some Gary Moore stuff, and he was doing it too. And you kind of hear it all over the place, but I like to call it a dirty bend, and it's just another a little tool that you can put in your arsenal that sounds really good in certain spots. Just gives you another option, another something that you can do. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to explain it. Yeah, I'm not the best at it, but it's something that I'm working on and something I wanted to share with you guys to work on as well. But the concept is, so I'm in the key of G. And then I'm in this little this little box here. So in the key of G, it's focused on the E and B strings on the 6th and 8th frets, and then you also have the G string on the 7th fret. You've got your G note here. And the big bend is, this one is, I've always thought that it just sounds like nobody else when Stevie Ray Vaughan does it, but all those little licks, they're all based around this big bend here, where you're bending up 2 frets, a whole note from this 8th fret here on the high E string. And basically what you want to do to make it dirty is, instead of playing it like this, where you just are really playing one note, you play it like this. And what you're actually doing there is you're catching the B string underneath your ring finger while you make the bend. So I'm actually fretting the B string, and it has a little bit of a space to it, but that was clean. And that was dirty. So a couple of things about this is it takes a little bit of adjustment in your playing to get, and a lot of it deals with the setup of your guitar. When you bend, you kind of want to keep in mind where the string, because when you bend the note up, you're coming into contact with the other strings, and it's important to know, like, if your action is too high, the string could actually come up, and you see how the string is over top of my ring finger. That's not good. But if it's too low, it will go under too easily, and it'll be hard to make clean bends. You want to be able to do both clean and dirty bends. So it's important to make sure that your action is set up properly so that when you bend, the string catches almost in the middle. You can actually see, like, the very middle of the tip of my finger is where the string actually contacts. And then I have the choice. If I want, I just kind of raise it up a little bit while I'm bending and just kind of grab that B string. It's almost like I'm making this kind of a motion with my finger. I'm bending up, but I'm also trying to grab. I'm kind of trying to come over top more of this type of a motion with my hand rather than just up. I'm trying to come over top. So you actually grab that B string. And what you also don't want to do is, on that one I actually grabbed 3 strings, and it actually, for a certain effect it can sound good, but you want to have the control where, because it starts to sound really crazy and out there and dissonant at that point. You want to be able to make it so that that note is still pronounced, but you just get a little bit of that dirt. And also another tip is with your picking. I find that it helps a lot to actually pick up while you're doing this and give it kind of I'm actually picking these 2 strings quite fiercely together. And all those things together, it just kind of creates this really cool sound. And it's one of those things where, when Gary Moore was doing it, he would do this, like, it was kind of like a build-up where he would go, so like his first 2 or 3 or 4 bends were clean, but then the last one where he really hit it, that one he grabbed dirty, and it was just a really cool effect, a really cool way to really accentuate that bend and really make it stand out. So that's my tip. I hope that this helps and is something that is helping you guys. I'm trying to work it into my playing because I think it sounds really cool. For really making that last big bend stand out as much as possible. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you soon.